AskReddit by L1 Mabbles. What's gotten so expensive that you no longer purchase it? Potato chips. I was just at the grocery store and they wanted $7 a bag for basic Lays. Not gonna happen. Not sure if you have an Aldi grocery store near you. I recently went to one for the first time and their store brand is only $1.50 for a large bag of chips. And they're actually really good, especially the kettle cooked jalapeno ones. Takeout. Even the most basic thing costs like twice as much as it did a few years ago. The best I found is a Chinese takeaway that sells a meal for one with a half portion, still a huge portion, chicken curry, fried rice, with ribs, spring roll, 3 chicken balls and a can of soft drink for £10.50. My wife and I have all that between us, so about a $5 each. Hotels are the better option. Man, the glory days of Airbnb were unreal. Loft apartment in an 1800s house in mid-coast Maine, $60 a night. Full-on flat with mountain views near the Matterhorn in Switzerland, $77 a night. Apartment with 24-hour security in Popayan, Colombia, $17 a night. It's become utterly unusable. From the rates themselves exceeding hotels, to the hidden cleaning and service fees, plus completely unregulated contracts by homeowners, back to hotels or campsites for us. Not to mention the damage it's done to the housing market by way of dedicated Airbnb investment properties. Amazon Prime. Another price hike and the audacity to add advertisements into the paid Prime Video services. Nah. I cancelled Prime and the 2-day shipping is like $10, so if you use Prime shipping on at least 15 transactions in a year then it's worth keeping, and all the other stuff that tack on like Prime Video is a bonus in my opinion. I tried to use it a few years ago and I felt it was sketchy with the way they have their paid stuff so easily accessible and mixed with the free stuff. Gestures wildly around. This is the only right reply. Disney Plus was £49.99 a year 5 years ago, now it's £110 for the same package. I noticed this with a few streaming services. They'll start off a £5 a month and you think fair enough, it's the cost of a pint, then they'll creep up £7. Suddenly they are all £10 plus a month. I can't believe the price of food from McDonald's. It's too expensive. I stopped going there. I know they say to get the app, that shouldn't matter. Right now, the app is showing $3.49 for 4 McNuggets for. That means each nugget is 85 cents. What the hell, McDonald's? I don't want to hear about inflation and supply costs. 85 cents for 1 McNugget is insane. Yes, there are different meals and deals which lower that, but come on now. Concerts have gone completely off the wall. Shit's crazy as FK. I spent my Canadian high school and college years 2004 to 2012 going to concerts every week for $20 minus $60 a ticket for some of the most famous bands of the time. Never spent more than $100 including a t-shirt. It's crazy these days. Oh wow, I just had a look out of interest. In 2004 my parents took us all to see Avril Lavigne, who was big famous at the time. We had amazing front and center seats and they couldn't have spent more than $300 for the whole night out. She's doing a greatest hits tour at the same venue later this year. The exact same seats are going for $350 per ticket. Uber rides. People have been trying to prove they charge more for users whose phone battery is low. You can test it yourself if you're with a friend under 15% battery. If you both request a ride you'll see about a 6% price difference. But 2 draft beers at a bar at many places is a $25 tab now. Out. It seems like for the price of a pint, I can buy an entire case from the grocery store. Soda. I see I'm not the only one drinking Dr. Thunder and Twist Up. Fast food. Not paying $12 for a shitty burger and fries. I'll go give a local that same amount and get a superior meal. Meanwhile McD's is making almost 50% more profits than 5 years ago and blame inflation and rising wages for the giant markup. McDonald's is contributing to inflation, not responding to it. They have it ass backwards. A house. Related to this, I know quite a few older people with their homes paid off that quit paying from insurance because it's gotten so out of control. Concert tickets. Actually any event at all tickets. Including the fees, parking, and overpriced food. I just stay home. Nothing is interesting enough to warrant all that money and time in traffic anymore. Netflix. The prices are no longer worth what it offers. I could get a cheap ad plan, but why would I want to do that when the whole reason I got it was lack of ads? Especially when they are just going to bump the price again 6 months later. And so on and so forth. The lack of ads made the mediocre offerings tolerable. With ads and no sharing, W family cancelled the account that I had for 10 plus years. I'll get a month once a year and binge whatever I want. If I'm going to have to watch ads, I'd rather watch Tubi, Freevee or any of that junk and not be charged a fee to experience ads. Every Netflix show would have to be HBO quality for the cost to be worth it with the service they're offering now. Bowling. It used to be the cheap HS kid night out cheap daytime activity for a family. It was $94 for 2 adults and 2 kids to each bowl 2 games about 3 years ago. We went from bowling semi-regularly to never going when we saw that. I'm sure it's even costlier now. That alley renovated the entire interior a few years ago and I'm sure they were trying to pass the costs on to the customer as fast as possible. They just finished what looks like at least a $100,000 exterior renovation that was completely unnecessary. I can't wait to hear it's $150 for a family of 4 to bowl. What the heck exclamation point. New Zealand here, reporting at $16 head on average, so $64 a family of 4, and we're an expensive nation. What country are you in? Shrimp cocktail at my favorite steakhouse. 6 jumbo prawns, $29. Fuck that. Fast food, but it's also more that fast food mostly sucks. The only FF burger I will eat now is from Dairy Queen. DQ got prissy, but MMMM a flamethrower. Fast food. A McDonald's burger, fries and drinks is not worth $17. Where do you live where McDonald's burger, fries and drink is $17? Guac at Chipotle. I'd have said Chipotle in general, and that's if they get your order right. Concert tickets, especially stand-up comedy. Everything. Thai economy fucking sucks balls. Gym, subscription services, Amazon Prime and AMP, streaming services, eating in restaurants, buying new clothes, changed dog food brands. I eat mostly vegetarian now. Stop drinking alcohol. Stop drinking coffee. If I go on a date I prefer something free like going to a park. Slowing down the pace of all my hobbies so I need less supplies. Go out less means driving less so I get gas a lot less often. Living la vida frugal. Middle class down should revert to bartering things, without adding some fees or subscription price. They already haven't let these businesses that put stockholders first crumble. Any sort of food delivery, unless I'm at a party or large gathering. But holy shit, even Domino's charges you $6 just for the privilege of ordering on their app. I'm almost afraid to order on the phone and get it with a convenience fee for the store employee picking up the phone. And X200B. Also, drink mixes. A 10-pack of Gatorade drink mixes were $1.99 less than 2 years ago, and now the store is charging $5.49 for the same damn thing. But if I keep being patient, I'm sure they'll turn it into an 8-pack and only increase the price by 0.50. Any takeout coffee. Why would I spend $6 on a mocha when I can make one at home? Doesn't taste the same, but I spend maybe $1 instead of $6. I pay $15.18 a pound for fresh local roasted coffee. That sounds expensive, but a pound lasts the two of us a week and a half, including the days where we make 2 pots, so that's less than $1 a day per person for really damn good quality coffee. Plus it supports local business. I will say our local coffee places have kept the price hikes down to almost nothing over the past several years, so I appreciate that.